Hello everyone, and welcome to the third edition of the Undertale Deltarune Newsletter. This is an official newsletter run by Toby Fox himself about, well, news with Undertale and Deltarune, as well as his own stuff. This is the third edition, the summer edition, and it's a lot shorter than the previous one, but it's still worth noting. There's some interesting stuff in here, so I'm gonna go through it today. Alright, so this is a newsletter. Again, you can sign up for this newsletter through the Undertale website. There's a mailing list on there that you can sign up for, and you will then start getting these newsletters in the emails. So, this is the Undertale Deltarune Newsletter Summer Edition. It says, what's that? It sounds like the sun? And it's got some new art. We got Alphys sipping with some glasses, looking kind of cool under her little umbrella. I think that umbrella is like the same texture as her dress is during the day in Undertale. And then there's Mew Mew, either buried in the sand or just stuck her head on a sand pile to make herself look like it. Seeing Mew Mew down here headless makes me think it's the latter. You know, pretending she buried herself, but she just stuck her head there. Alright, summer turns up the heat. There's not much news this time, so we'll try to keep it brief so you can get back to your vacation. Sound of adult laughter. Ha ha ha. You don't get vacations as an adult. This is my last real summer vacation. Go off to college next year. Anyways, by the way, these sprites were made by Temmie, and they always are. Oh, that's cute. I thought there were... I know there's like more people working on the art now. Like there's gotta be, but I didn't realize Temmie was making all the sprites for the newsletter. That's cute. So this gif of Mew Mew walking around with ice cream headless. She must be bringing it back to the head. Deltarune's progress. Alright, there's Susie chewing on a rubber band ball, or maybe a giant like cantaloupe. Is that the stem? I don't know. As was the case last time, we're focusing on Chapter 3. However, there are a few people working on pieces of later chapters, such as the bullet patterns or puzzles. Okay, I know Toby said last time that Chapter 5 was kind of barely started, but Chapter 3 was like 80% done or something, and then Chapter 4 was like halfway through, I don't know. As for Chapter 3, we're creating the final overworld area. Yeah, okay, so they're getting close. You could think of it like the Queen's Castle or Card Castle, but for this chapter. I wonder if it's going to be another castle or like a cool villain layer. With this complete, the chapter will finally be playable all the way through. Fun fact, I composed the song for this area in 2016. I mean, he's gotta have like updated it since, right? But goodness, 2016, oh boy. So yeah, he's had Deltarune planned for a while. This chapter is made of many different pieces, so it's been hard to understand exactly how everything was turning out. Now that things are clearer, I just need to roll over the entire game with a steamroller and crush out all the bumps. There may be things to add, things to fix, or things to remove, but many pieces have been quite polished already, so it won't be too bad. May have many different pieces. That's an interesting way to word it. Because, like, on the one hand, that could just be many different areas, but is it, like, more disconnected than Chapter 1 and Chapter 2? Or is he talking about, like, you know, like, different choices, different paths? Because, you know, Chapter 2 had the entire Snowgrave route, but it also had a few choices in between, where, like, you could determine if Birdie's arm got shocked or something. So is there going to be some more branching path stuff in Chapter 3? That'd be interesting to see. And then Toby in a steamroller. Look at him. Steamrolling. Toby, you did not. The TV to represent Chapter 3. I wonder how cheeky that's supposed to be and how much that is just because the TV is Chapter 3. Silly Toby. As you can tell, this chapter is shaping up to be a pretty strange one. I'm mostly focused on unusual gameplay elements, and it's not too heavy on the story. Huh. Not too heavy on the story. Okay, so that depends. How much was Chapter 2 heavy on the story? Because, like, Chapter 1 was more story-oriented, and Chapter 2 had a good amount of story, but most of it was either metaphorical, with, like, Noelle's connection to her mom, or relegated to Snowgrave. So, is this chapter not going to have a Snowgrave route? Or is it just gonna, again, is it gonna relegate even less story stuff and just focus on, like, having fun with this one? Because, like, the people have theorized with, like, Toriel, there's going to be a whole Snowgrave equivalent route with her, weird route thing, where, like, we're going to get, like, manipulate her into killing someone by, putting Chris in danger. So is that going to, like, is something like that not going to happen, or is it just going to happen, but it's going to be a bit more separate? Interesting. Toby manages to give us so much info and yet so little at the same time about his plans. Since it's so frivolous, I feel a bit self-conscious about it. Frivolous. That's a weird way to describe it, so, huh. Feel a bit self-conscious about it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with padding game time. It's not like Toby's games, however. I mean, his singular game, Undertale, has ever patted itself too much. And people prefer the more gameplay in Deltarune. Interesting, though. I feel a bit self-conscious about it, but at least I got to try something different. Okay. Anyway, Chapter 4 will be a much more standard, I guess, story-oriented chapter. And then we have the melon, like, stuck on Rousey. Okay, this image, I want to talk about this image. So, in previous newsletters, there's been changes to the emails that have depended on what tier you've signed up for in the Undertale newsletter, and like Truck Freak is the highest tier. There isn't really anything like that in this email. I mean, there was probably like the amount of content. There's probably maybe a section or two that's cut off, I'm not entirely sure. But there's no like special, there's no anything acknowledging what tier you are in this email. However, there is one secret, semi-secret, like not really intended to be found secret. So if I go to this image, so these images, if you try to open them in a new tab, they'll just try to download them. And it's kind of weird though. If I copy the image address, you can see there's the email thing in front of it. All this like, this gobbledygook, this Gmail gobbledygook. Someone might be able to find something from that, so I might censor that in the video. But there's this link at the end. And that is the actual direct link to the file through Undertale, through Fangamer's website. So if I open this up, you see we have Mad Mew Mew's walking sprite here. We can actually see the names of the sprites. It's Mew Mew Walk Across, or if I copy this image address, this one's Alpha Sippy. So if I take this Rousey Melon one, copy the image address, you see we have this link. And I already pulled it up here, but so we have the link to the Rousey sprite. Okay, so what's the point? There's actually a second variation of this sprite that never appears in the email. So if I just go 2, Rousey Melon 2 instead of 1, it takes us to a different Rousey Melon image. Now again, I don't think this was intended to be found. Switch between the two of them. I think this was just a sprite, like they hosted all the sprites on the Fangamer website and they ended up not using this one. But it's an interesting find, and it makes you wonder if there's any more sprites. You know, like, it'd be nearly impossible to guess the names, really. And if I put, like, 3 here, it's not gonna pull up everything. You know, error 404. But it makes you wonder how many sprites have gone unused in the emails. Alright, moving on. I spent a bit long on that, but we're moving on. Undertale Unused Content, Ice Cream. Okay, this one's cool. Summer means ice cream, right? And we got Sans holding his ice cream there. And that reminds me, in Undertale, there's one piece of unused content that I'm not sure I ever explained. So, some new Undertale secrets. After all these years, we're still learning stuff about Undertale. Only a few people know, and those who do know probably forgot, but there are unused sprites in the game of Sans eating ice cream. Wait, are they actually in the game files? Let me search that up, because I have all the Undertale sprites extracted in my computer, so let me bring that up for just 1 second. Okay, yep, it's right here. I've got my Undertale sprite folder open, and if I click on these, we have sprites of Sans eating ice cream. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before, but like gave it a passing glance, but I think I always assumed, oh, there's more here. I think I always assumed these are in the game somewhere. I guess I just never connected that these are unused. Huh. But let's see them in context. Why did these exist? Originally, I wanted to have a special scene if you reached Sans fast enough from the beginning of the game. Essentially, if you did a speedrun. I think there's another unused thing in the game about if you did a speedrun. Search up Dogtroid. I won't show it in this video, but there's something called Dogtroid. There was unused content if you beat the game fast enough, the true pacifist ending fast enough, I believe. You get the annoying dog in a bikini on screen with your time below and being like, good job. So yeah, a lot of unused stuff about speedrunning. We recreated the scene below. I decided to not do this for obvious reasons, but I still think it's funny as a concept. So yeah, let's watch the video. So this is the Undertale official channel. This is where they hosted like the Undertale concert, and then post all the trailers and stuff. But if I go watch this video, it's 2 minutes, we'll watch it. But if you want to watch it yourself, I'll leave the link down to it in the description. You want to watch it in your own time. Huh. That's an older bell sound. Like a lot higher pitched than what they use in game. Okay, well, you're here early. I'm gonna be honest. You got here so fast, I haven't even finished eating my ice cream yet. Well, you're not in a rush. You can wait a minute, right? Not doing a speedrun or anything. Is him eating the ice cream synced with the music? There'd be custom music here. Does he just keep you here for a minute? Does he just keep you here for a solid minute? Oh, he's finished. He's eating the ice cream. That's really funny, because there'd be like a time gate for speedrunners. They'd have to get here within a certain time. Like, I wonder if it's only a minute, but I wonder if that would actually affect speedruns if that was in-game, if they'd have to be slowed down at all. So you don't reach this. Wow, he's just holding that dissonant chord for a while, huh? I can see why he didn't include it, because it is just there to be annoying. Sans isn't ready to judge you yet, he's eating his ice cream. Okay, oh, he's almost got it. I think he did it. He's gonna eat the cone. Oh, there we go. I just realized he unsilhouetted as well. Wow, what a great cone. Sometimes it's nice to take it easy. Otherwise, you'll get brain freeze. That's fair. You don't have a brain, wait. Anyway, I'm sure you got something important to do. Won't want to slow you down. Later. He doesn't even judge you, he just leaves. Speedrunners are free from judgment. Wow. Okay, Toby. Okay. Alright, moving on. I decided not to do this for obvious reasons. Yeah, okay. He's got Spamton flying around. He's not even like Spamton Angel, he's like got wings. Like bug wings. Dragonfly Spamton. Anyway, song rejected. Usually this is where I advertise songs that got into a rhythm game. However, this time my song didn't make it. Oh. To explain a bit, it's hard for me to want to give it my all to make a song that's not for a story, character, or scene in a game. If I can feel a deep connection with the subject, then I could make a great song. But just simply make a song for a rhythm game is a surprisingly difficult request. Toby is such an artist. It's kind of funny because Toby's worked with Camellia too, and Camellia just like comes up with songs out of nowhere about the most random stuff, and they're all like super high quality, you know, rhythm game finger breaker songs. And then there's Toby, who just likes composing melodies and can't really do much more if he isn't given a story. Alright, therefore, I decided I would try to focus on a subject that I could feel a deep connection with. I decided to make a song about a factory of dogs getting hit on the head with giant cartoon squeaky hammers. Here's a short demo of the song. Okay, I did upload this song on my channel a few days ago, like last week. So if you want to go see that, just go to my previous video. We're not gonna play it though, but it sounds like Pete Biss music. Anyways, surprisingly, they were imagining something slightly different. That makes sense, I suppose, considering I made the song demo before they gave me any instructions on what they wanted at all. Toby, you just complained about having nothing to base it off of, and then you made the song before they even gave you anything to base it off of. Okay, we will try to finish the song one day, and of course I'm going to try my best to making a different song for the game too. Okay, so he's gonna finish the song anyways, and he's gonna make a different song for this rhythm game. Interesting. Oh, and then there's the dog bonk. Bonk bonk. Repeat this image just over and over of Toby dog getting bonked. I was gonna say my editor do that, but I am my own editor, so hey, future advertisement, please do that. Thanks. Anyways, moving on. The Greatest Living Show. Our music video reached 1 million views. Holy crap. Really? Wow, that was fast. That's fair, though. I mean, this is a great... Again, I've seen this since the last newsletter, because it was also advertised in the last newsletter, and also I'm subscribed to a Tokihana. Great anime. 1.4 million. It's almost out 1.5 million. Jesus Christ. Yeah, great music video. Really good. Watch it. Cool fantasy style. Makes me think of almost like Studio Ghibli, but even more fantastic, even more like, I don't know, it's cool. Watch it. Very good. Oh, and maybe watch this analysis and breakdown. Anyways, moving on. Here it is in case you want to watch again. Warning, contains graphic content. There is a bit of, like, sort of candy stylized bloodshed. It's not too horrific at all. But it's like, it'd probably be allowed in a PG-13 movie, but like still, just in case. 95% of those views were probably me, so thanks to the other 5% who were subscribed to this newsletter. Toby is in love with this animation, this video. I swear, he's advertised it so much, like more than anything else. He loves it. Okay, by the way, the art book is now being printed. Here's some samples of it. Feel free to check it out. Yes, if you go on Fangame, if you want to buy an art book after watching the video, just go on the Fangamer's site, search it up, or if you have the previous email, it should be linked through that. Yeah, cool. That's I can't really read that. I think that's just copyright stuff. Cool, stylizing the greatest living show, artwork and music video by Banny, music and story by Toby Fox, vocals and lyrics by Toki Hana. Oh, she made the lyrics. Huh. Mastering by I can't read that. I don't know what this is by Noel. Piano by Carlos. Oh, violin. Okay, these are the instruments. Piano by Carlos. Transcription by Marcy Neighbors. Oh, cool. She worked on Attack of the Killer Queen, I believe. Website and merchandise by Fangamer. And the Fangamer guys. Ryan something, Nathan Crawford, and Andre Weiner. It's kind of hard to read. But yeah, cool. Next, Toby Fox's voice acting debut. Around a year ago, I was asked to do some guest voice acting in We Baby Bears, a cartoon for small children. Now the episode is finally out. Yeah, this became known just a few days before the newsletter released. People were talking about it on Twitter. It was actually really funny. Someone made a post on Twitter being like, all complaining about how that part of the episode was like talking about pronouns and stuff, and oh, they're trying to hurt our children. But meanwhile, the rest of Twitter was like looking at this and going like, is that Toby Fox? Hell yeah, Toby Fox being supportive of the LGBTQ community again. So yeah, Toby Fox voice acted. And I played the shy skeleton Jerod in the episode Polly's New Crew. I only have a few lines, but it's always been a dream of mine to be a voice actor in cartoons, so when I got this, my first and only request, I instantly had to say yes. It was a really fun and interesting experience doing a professional recording. Man, Toby's got a lot of dreams to be a voice actor in cartoon. Imagine being so popular that you, like, made your own indie game on your own, and then you, like, casually were invited to voice act in an episode as a guest. Like, that's so cool. I tried to do something a bit different from my normal voice. Yeah, it really is. If you've like heard Toby's voice before, it was kind of hard to tell from the clip that it was his voice. I might show a clip up in here. Editor me, future me.
Oh, sorry about that. I just get nervous easily. You see, I just fell off the ship.
Mean that ship?
It was a really fun and interesting experience doing a professional recording. Tried something different, a bit different from my normal voice. But my voice already appears repeatedly in my game, so you guys already know what I sound like, right? I've known what he sounded like. If you search up the Fangamer interview, you get plenty of what Toby sounds like. For example, Task Manager and Queen's voices are just me, anyway. Really? All of the Task Manager and Queen voices stuff in-game is him? That's an impressive range. I mean, it's not much, but still impressive. I believe he also voices Jevil in Spamton, but maybe he didn't want to outright confirm that here. Anyway. And this is what the skeleton, Jerod, looks like. Of course he voiced the skeleton as well. And then the Undertale Deltarune interview series, Papyrus. So we went from Temmie Chang, a real artist, to fictional Papyrus. This month's interview is with Papyrus. Get those cool shades on. You can go and read the interview. I will read the interview, but I'm going to do that in a separate video because it is decently lengthy. If you heard on Twitter, Toby basically did a Papyrus Q&A. He invited people to submit questions to Papyrus through his website. So if you submitted a question, maybe it appeared in here. But I'm gonna be reading the interview next week. The video will be out next week Friday. So stay tuned for that because I want to have some time to talk about that and my theories on that because he does tease some stuff. And then there's I believe this is based off of some artwork Toby showed on Twitter. Also, yes, this is in the midst of Twitter dying, so I'm entering a volatile website. But yeah, this is the interview this is the tweet about interview. I want to ask Papyrus a question, and this is the page it takes you to. Oh, the interview is already over. So sorry. So if you didn't submit a question, I mean, obviously it's too late if you didn't submit a question yet. But yeah, if I just go down here, Toby showed off some random concept art he made, and there's one of him, like birdly flapping the well, trying to read a book, 2-frame book page moving in the hair blow. And now, Timmy made some art out of it. She made it into actual sprites. That's cute. It's more frames too, which is funny. Alright, products. How to get Infinite Sans' duplication glitch, patch 1.1.1. I can click on this? Oh, it's the Nendoroid Sans, okay. How to get infinite, you just buy a ton and have infinite money. I'm Sans the skeleton in Comic Sans. It's been faithfully recreated in Nendoroid form with eyes you can reposition to make him look in different directions. Oh, he's got ball eyes, so you can look all over. He can look derpy. He's got a ketchup pose. It comes with interchangeable accessories like a ketchup bottle, a hot dog, alternate blue eye parts, and a seated lower body. He's got the famous eye. And I believe people were talking about this when it first came out, how it confirms yet again that Sans does have pink slippers. Oh, and he's even got that might be for the posing. That might not be part of it. Yeah, he does have. He can sit down. Which is cool. Oh no. Yes, all right. Conclusion. Yep, this is already over. Thanks. Can you believe it's already autumn? See ya. It's not. July just started. It's like literally midsummer. But and then there's Undyne staring out the window into the sunset, enjoying the sun. So yeah, that's the newsletter. Again, the Papyrus interview will be in the next video. But other than that, I mean, we got Nendoroid Sans, we got Toby Fox voice acting, we got once again a plug for The Greatest Living Show, couple songs from Toby, and an unused cutscene in Undertale, and Deltarune progress. So yeah, a decent amount to learn about. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from this newsletter, and again, if you want to sign up for it yourself, I will link the Undertale website in the description where you can sign up, so just go sign up there. And yeah, have a great summer.